What's going on there, YouTube? And welcome back to another comic book video. Alright guys, so it's time for us to jump back into more Ultimate Marvel. And today guys, we are going to pick up with Ultimate X-Men, the blockbuster storyline. Now guys, this is the first storyline that Brian Michael Bendis wrote for Ultimate X-Men. Matter of fact guys, this is only the first of two stories that Brian Michael Bendis did for Ultimate X-Men. Because guys, our last Ultimate X-Men video, that was Mark Millar's last story. He was done with the title, but he did hand over the title to Brian Michael Bendis, and Brian Michael Bendis said, hey, I will write this story and the next one. After that, I am done. But guys, honestly, I have to say, what Brian Michael Bendis did with these two stories is honestly a pretty good job. Like, he picked up where Mark Millar left off at, and he did a great job. But guys, this is the storyline where Wolverine teams up with Spider-Man and Daredevil. Guys, I do hope you enjoy this storyline. Now guys, when it comes to Ultimate X-Men number 34, with this book right here guys, we do pick up with Wolverine at some random diner in the middle of New York. Now the thing is though guys, this is Wolverine just trying to mind his own business. He is just trying to enjoy his meal. The thing is though, out of nowhere, a young lady walks into the diner and she recognized Wolverine. Guys, remember, in the Ultimate Universe, when it comes to the X-Men, they're well known in the world. They're well known. I mean, the people know who the X-Men are, like by each person. And so she's kind of like, oh, you're Wolverine. You're one of the X-Men. You're a mutant. This is so cool to finally meet somebody from the X-Men. And so Wolverine, he's kind of like, okay, whatever, I don't care. I just came here to enjoy my meal so I can go back home. But the thing is though guys, she's like, listen, it's so cool to finally meet a mutant. I am going to pay for your meal. And so she does hand over money to the owner of the diner. The next thing you know though, she leaves the diner. And he's kind of like, that's weird. She walks in, pays for my meal, and leaves. That's kind of weird. Now, Wolverine also realized the owner of the diner, he's gone. He's also gone too. And it's kind of like, wait a second. Where's the owner at? Where's the girl at? What's going on? But when Wolverine looks outside the window to see if he can see anything else happening outside the diner, out of nowhere, a bunch of trucks just pull up. They pull up, and out of nowhere, all these guns start pointing out of the truck towards the diner. And they just start shooting up the diner left and right. And they just keep hitting Wolverine over and over again. Wolverine is being hit by all these different bullets left and right. Now, of course, after the trucks are done shooting up the place and they leave, you do have a crowd of people kind of go to the diner to see what happened. But the thing is though, the girl, the same girl who we saw in the very beginning of this book, she is right in the middle of the crowd. She looks inside the diner and she tells somebody in her headset that, hey, listen, Wolverine is not here. Wolverine got away. Now, we do jump over to Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. And the thing is though guys, this is just Spider-Man just on his way home. He's probably out there being a superhero. He has school today, but he's finally going back home. The thing is though, when he finally walks into the basement to finally relax after having a long day, he hears something. And he's kind of like, that's weird. Nobody else should be down here except possibly Aunt May or even Gwen Stacy. But the next thing you know, Peter Parker sees Wolverine in his basement all beat up from all the bullets he took earlier in this storyline. And he's kind of like, hey, Peter, I'm just here to relax. I need a place to lay low and heal up overnight. Do you mind? And Peter's kind of like, I guess it's okay. Cool. And so while Peter is talking to Logan, out of nowhere, Mary Jane walks into the room. And Mary Jane sees Logan, this random person who has a ton of bullet holes in, and she's kind of like, that's creepy, that's nasty, and she basically passes out. Now, we do jump forward 2 days after Mary Jane basically passed out, and we pick up with Logan waking up to Peter Parker and Mary Jane. And the thing is though, guys, you have Peter Parker and Mary Jane say, hey man, listen, you've been out for like 2 days. And listen, you're all healed up now, you're awake, but you gotta go. Like, I can't keep lying to my aunt about you being down here. I need you to get out of my house. And so you have Logan try to talk to Peter Parker about some superhero stuff. And you do have Peter Parker tell Mary Jane, hey, listen, I kind of need you to go ahead and go home. Me and him need to talk. And so Mary Jane leaves. But the thing is though, as Peter Parker and Logan continue their talk about some random superhero stuff like, hey, listen, what happened to you? Who shot you? Who's after you? Will they follow you? Logan said, no, they should not be able to follow me at all. But the thing is though, Logan and Peter Parker look outside their window. And the next thing you know, the same trucks we saw earlier that shot up the diner, they're now outside Peter Parker's home. And they are here to shoot again at Logan and possibly hit Peter Parker and Aunt May. Now guys, we do jump over to Ultimate X-Men number 35. Now, with this book right here, guys, it does pick up where number 34 left off at. Now, you do have Logan and Peter Parker talk to one another, and they're kind of like, okay, what do we do? Because right now, we have a bunch of people outside my house and a bunch of trucks who basically shot at you earlier as you told me. And now you're telling me that they're here looking for you, and they could possibly shoot up my house, which could possibly hit my Aunt May. And so you have Logan say, listen, somehow they found a way to track me. I don't know how, but they found a way to track me, and that's not cool. And so you have Logan tell Peter, listen, I need you to put on your costume, but I am going to do something that you might not like, but it's the only way to make sure that you and me can get away without your Aunt May getting hit by a bullet. And so you have Logan pop out his claws and he cuts his own throat. The thing is though, as soon as he did that, of course, the people who we have no idea who they are just yet, who are tracking him, they lost their signal. They can't track him anymore because he cut his own throat, which means he could possibly be dead. And so you have them kind of like, what do we do? We had a signal on him. He was inside that house. Do we move in or do we wait? What do we do? But the thing is though, as these men and women are talking to one another, Logan and Peter Parker, they attack their vans just by tipping the vans over so they cannot be followed. And so you have the men and women who are chasing after Wolverine get outside their van, and all they see is Logan and Peter Parker web slinging away like, whoop, we're gone. You had us, but now we're gone, and you can't follow us because your main van has been tipped over. So good luck following us right now. Now, we do jump back over to Peter Parker and Wolverine, but this time, guys, they're at the diner that Wolverine got shot at earlier in this storyline at the very beginning, because Wolverine wants to talk to the owner. Because I remember, the owner also disappeared right before those trucks appeared right outside the diner. And so you have Wolverine and Peter Parker walk up to the owner of the diner, and you have Wolverine kind of like, okay, so you are going to talk to me right now because I want to know how in the world that you knew to get away, because you disappeared right before those guys shot up your diner. So you better explain yourself. And so you have the owner tell Wolverine, listen, the money she handed me to pay for your meal had a note, and it told me to get out of there, that she worked for the FBI. That's all I know. But there was a note on the dollar bill that said, hey, you need to leave. I work for the FBI, and this man is dangerous. Get out of here. And that's all he knows. And so you do have Logan and Peter Parker let the owner of the diner just leave. But you do have Wolverine tell Peter Parker, okay, so somebody got my Weapon X files. They found a way to track me because they have my Weapon X files. That's not good at all. You know what? We need to pay a visit to an old friend because she could help us out to figure out who in the world is trying to chase me right now. And so you have Peter Parker and Logan pay a visit to the Black Widow. Now guys, this is basically Brian Michael Bendis telling us that there's some history between Wolverine and Black Widow. But the thing is though, it's not good history, it's bad history, because Black Widow is kind of like, great, Logan is here. Like, you're here. Why are you here for? Like, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. But you have Logan kind of like, listen, we have to talk because I need to know right now if S.H.I.E.L.D. is basically sending a team after me because S.H.I.E.L.D. wants me. I need to know right now, Natasha. And the thing is though, you have the Black Widow tell Wolverine, no, S.H.I.E.L.D. is not after you at all. S.H.I.E.L.D. does not even want you, man. Like, if S.H.I.E.L.D. wants you, you would have Nick Fury send in Captain America and Thor, and I can't talk, sorry. You have Black Widow say, listen, if Nick Fury wanted you, he was sent in Thor and Captain America after you. And the next thing you know, you'll be locked up in S.H.I.E.L.D. So no, this is not S.H.I.E.L.D. at all who's after you. And the thing is, I don't know either. I don't know who wants your lying butt, but somebody wants you. And you know what? I don't even care. And so you have Wolverine and Spider-Man just leave Black Widow's home. The thing is though, you do have Wolverine and Peter Parker trying to think who could be after him. But the next thing you know, out of nowhere, a missile just flies right in and it hits Wolverine, carrying him off the rooftop. And that wraps up number 35. Now guys, when it comes to Ultimate X-Men number 36, it does pick up where number 35 left off at. Now, you do have Logan right now in the sky being carried by the missile that we saw at the very end of number 35. And the thing is though guys, this missile is just carrying him across the sky. Just carrying him across the sky in New York. Now, of course, Wolverine is kind of like, okay, I need to get away from this missile. I need to get out of here and continue my search on the people who are after me. And so of course, Wolverine is able to get away from this missile. Now the thing is though guys, you do have Peter Parker kind of like, oh crap, that missile explode. Let me get over there to help out Logan. The thing is though, as soon as Peter Parker tries to go help Logan out, a random chopper appeared. And that chopper starts to attack Spider-Man. And it made Spider-Man crash into a random apartment. And so you have Peter Parker kind of like, okay, this is just getting worse. And so as soon as Peter Parker is able to get back on his feet and continue his mission to go see if Logan is okay, the thing is, the missile that hit the building that Logan was on, it blew up the whole building. And so to Peter Parker, Logan is 1, dead, or 2, badly injured. And so you have Peter Parker just web slinging around New York calling out Logan's name. But the thing is though, in the alleyway, you have Logan watching Peter Parker just web sling away. And this is Logan saying, listen, I don't want the kid to get hurt. I do not want to see Spider-Man get hurt because of me. This is my mess. This is my issue. And I am going to figure this out on my own. And so he lets Peter Parker just web sling away. Now, you do have Wolverine kind of sitting down thinking about what should he do next. What is his next game plan to figure out who's after him? The thing is though, out of nowhere, we get the appearance of Ultimate Daredevil. Because guys, we come to find out that Wolverine is right now in Hell's Kitchen. Because you have Ultimate Daredevil tell Wolverine, listen, you're in Hell's Kitchen. You're in my city, my area. This is my area to protect. And Hell's Kitchen, it already has enough problems already. It does not need any more problems because of you. So I need you to take your crazy fight somewhere else. But you have Wolverine kind of like, listen, man, I don't know who you are for one. I don't know who's even after me for two. And I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of them. So I don't know who you are, but you can leave me alone. And so you have Daredevil kind of like, listen real quick. They're back. They are already back. They found you and they're about to attack you right about, I don't know, now. And so you have Logan look at the street and he sees all those trucks once again pull up. And when he looks back, Daredevil is already gone. He already disappeared just like that. Now, you do have Logan walk up to the trucks. And the next thing you know, guys, the same girl we saw at the very beginning of this storyline, the one who walked into the diner, who told the owner to leave, she gets out of the truck and she walks up to Logan. And you have Logan kind of like, okay, who are you? Like, why are you after me? What did I do to you? And so you have her say, I'm your wife. I'm your sister. I'm your ex-lover. I'm this and that and this and that. She's throwing all these different kinds of information at Logan. But the thing is though, she's doing this because she knows that Logan does not remember anything at all about his past. And so she's kind of like, listen, I'm just here to get you. I'm here to get revenge against you. And so you have Wolverine start to attack all the other bodyguards around her. Now, of course, you do have Wolverine kind of winning this fight at first. But the thing is though, out of nowhere, he gets shot right in the head by the girl, the random girl who we have no idea who she is. And she shoots him in the head over and over again with a special made bullet. A bullet that's able to penetrate Wolverine's skeleton. And so you have her saying, listen, I came here for you. I came here to get you. But the thing is though, right before she is able to take one more shot, Daredevil reappears and he throws his, his weapon right at her face. And he's all like, get out of Hell's Kitchen right now. Now guys, when it comes to Ultimate X-Men number 37, with this book right here, guys, we don't pick up where number 36 left off at. Instead, we pick up with Jean Grey right now walking into some kind of alleyway. And the thing is though, as soon as she turns the corner, she sees Logan on the ground. But the thing is though, she also sees the Phoenix. Now guys, this is not our first appearance of the Phoenix in the Ultimate X-Men run. We have seen the Phoenix about multiple times. But the thing is though, she sees the Phoenix right over Logan. And you have Logan call out to Jean Grey and he says, Jean, help me. Like, Jean, just help me. And guys, we come to find out that this is Jean Grey and Wolverine having some kind of connection, some mind connection. And so we jump out of Jean Grey's mind where her, right now, where her face, tears just running down her face. And she's in the middle of the kitchen of the X-Mansion and she falls to the ground. And you have all the X-Men just gather around her. They're kind of like, Jean, are you okay? Are you all right? And you have Jean Grey say, I think Logan needs our help. Now, we do jump back over to Wolverine, Daredevil, and the random people who are after Logan. And the thing is though, guys, we pick up with Daredevil telling them, listen, you guys brought your war into my city. There are innocent people here who could get hurt because of you. Matter of fact, some old lady got hurt because of you. Because you guys been going around Hell Kitchen shooting up the place. This is not cool. Get out of my city. But the thing is though, before they are able to talk even more, out of nowhere, Peter Parker returns and he kicks the lady right in the face. And of course, this does start a little battle between the heroes and the bad people who are after Logan right now. Now the thing is though, you do have Spider-Man and Daredevil able to grab Logan and get out of there. They're kind of like, okay, get him, get out of here, we gotta talk now. And so you got Peter Parker, Logan, and Daredevil talking to one another. And the thing is though, you have both of the heroes, Daredevil and Spider-Man, as Logan, dude, you're an X-Men. Why don't you call the rest of the X-Men up? Like, if you're an X-Men, call them up. We need help here. Like, hey man, we're going against the army right now. We need their help. But the thing is though, you have Logan tell Spider-Man and tell Daredevil, listen, I am no longer an X-Men. And guys, that gives us the answer on why hasn't Wolverine called the X-Men yet. And guys, remember, at the end of our last video of Ultimate X-Men, Cyclops did kick Wolverine out of the X-Men, but then Cyclops said, you know what? I forgive you for trying to kill me. You are welcome to be an X-Men still. But Wolverine apparently told the X-Men, no, I messed up. It's my fault what happened to you guys. I'm out. And so Wolverine left the X-Men. And the thing is though, Wolverine's kind of like, I can't call them. This is my fault. This is my mess. And I need to handle this mess by myself. And so you have Daredevil and Spider-Man kind of like, okay, I guess it's up to us to help you out. So let's try this. Now, Daredevil is kind of like, no, I'm not going to help out. Somehow I'm out. So Daredevil leads Spider-Man and Wolverine to handle this problem on their own. Now the thing is though, you do have Wolverine and Spider-Man able to corner the girl who's apparently after Logan, who wants revenge against Logan. The thing is though, after they're able to corner her, you do have Wolverine kind of like, you are going to answer my questions now. Who are you? Why are you after me? Just leave me alone. And the thing is though, she's kind of like, I can never leave you alone. I want to get revenge against you. I will always be after you. Now, the thing is though, right when Logan is about to basically stab her in the face, out of nowhere, another chopper appears. And this chopper starts to shoot right at Logan and starts firing away left and right. Like, hey man, listen, you got our leader. You gotta let her go. And so the chopper is shooting at Logan, and it does hit Logan over and over again. But the thing is though, the girl does get away once again. And so you got Peter Parker kind of like, Logan, what do we do? She got away. She's gone again. and we have no idea who is she. All we know is that she's after you. She wants revenge against you, that she has your Weapon X files. But the thing is though, we don't know who she's working for. We don't know who's helping her out and why she wants you so bad. And the thing is though, you have Wolverine kind of like, I'm going to find her. But once again, you do have Spider-Man kind of like, dude, listen, you need to call the X-Men. You need to call them up right now. You and I, we cannot handle this on our own. But the thing is though, out of nowhere, in the sky, the X-Men, they all appear right in front of Wolverine and Spider-Man. Now guys, when it comes to Ultimate X-Men number 38, with this book right here guys, we do pick up about 12 hours after the ending of Ultimate X-Men number 37. And the thing is though guys, we pick up with Charles Xavier trying to read the mind of Wolverine. Because Xavier wants to see if he's able to go in the mind of Wolverine to figure out who in the world is after him. And so you have Xavier saying, listen Logan, for me to figure out who's after you, we have to relive the worst moment of your life. The time when Weapon X made you into an actual weapon. We need to relive that moment. And so you have Xavier just go through the mind of Wolverine. But the thing is though guys, Wolverine realized something. The girl, the same girl who we saw at the very beginning of this storyline, the same girl who shot bullets into Wolverine's head, the same girl who is the leader of this group of people who are after Logan. She was there at Weapon X when they just finished making Wolverine into a weapon for them. She was there because she was assigned to Wolverine. And right there, Logan says, these guys are ex-Weapon X soldiers. They're mad at me because basically I shut down Weapon X with the X-Men, and they're after me. They want to bring me back in or get rid of me completely because I shut down the one thing they had in life, Weapon X. Now, you do have Xavier as Wolverine. Listen, before you leave to go back upstairs, I need to ask you a question. Why did you leave? Because Cyclops told you, Logan, that you could stay here and still be an X-Men. But the thing is though, you have Logan tell Xavier, listen, I'm tired of bringing my mess to your front door. Literally, almost every X-Men adventure we had is because something I did. And I'm tired to bring my problems to your front door. But also, even though Cyclops said I could stay, y'all forgot something. I can hear you guys talk easily. And almost every single person here talks about me behind my back. They talk about me, how I try to kill Cyclops to get Jean Grey back from him. I know that almost every single person here hates me. But the thing is though, you have Xavier say, listen, if you want to stay, you can, but you have to work to regain the trust from the X-Men that you broken. You have to regain that trust, and it's gonna take time. Yes, Cyclops forgave you, but not the rest of the X-Men. So if you want to stay, you can, but you have to regain the trust that you broken. Now, you do have Logan leave the room, and Xavier does call up Nick Fury. And the thing is though, you have Nick Fury and Xavier talk about these ex-Weapon X soldiers. The thing is though, you have Nick Fury say, listen, I need you to not do anything at all. Like, you're going to sit right there and just train your students. Make them better mutants. Let me, S.H.I.E.L.D., take care of this. Not you. Not the X-Men. This is my mission. I'll take care of this problem, but I need your X-Men to not do anything crazy and get in my way at all. Do we understand, Charles Xavier? And Nick Fury just ends the phone call just like that. Now, we do jump back over to Logan, and Logan does go back upstairs to the rest of the X-Men. The thing is though, as soon as Logan walks into the room and he looks around, he realized that literally almost every single X-Men hates him. They're all like, oh crap, he's here. Hey Logan, what's up? And so Logan's kind of like, okay, they still hate me. So he leaves the room and he goes outside. Now, Jean Grey follows him outside. And the thing is though, Jean Grey is not following him outside to say like, hey man, listen, you had a hard time for the past couple of days. I'm sorry. No, Jean Grey is kind of like, listen, I will never forgive you. I will always hate you because you try to kill the man I love to get back at me. And that's not okay. And so, yes, Scott forgave you. Yes, Xavier forgave you. The X-Men may forgive you down the road, but I will never forgive you. I will never forgive you for trying to kill the man I love. And so you have Jean Grey say, if you get one thought about me in a romantic way, I will shut your mind down. I will do horrible things to you. If you ever try anything in your mind, anything romantic about me, I will shut your mind down so fast, you'll be like, what the heck happened? Now guys, this is Brian Michael Bendis. He is going to build off this conversation right here with Jean Grey basically telling Wolverine, if you get one thought about me in a romantic way, it's going to be hell on earth. And he's going to build on this conversation right here. Now, the thing is though, as Wolverine and Jean Grey are talking to one another, Jean Grey realized something. She realized there's a chopper heading towards the X-Mansion. And so with Jean Grey still kind of upset that Logan is back, and she's kind of like, oh really? These men are going to try to attack us at our home? Are they for real right now? You do have Jean Grey fly up to the chopper. The thing is though guys, when she gets closer and closer to the chopper, she slowly turns into the Phoenix and she just wrecks the chopper. Just destroys the whole chopper completely. Just boom, gone. The chopper got hit. And the thing is though guys, Jean Grey just killed 2 innocent people who were in that chopper. Now guys, when it comes to Ultimate X-Men number 39, this is the book that basically wraps everything up for us. Now, the thing is though guys, we pick up with Jean Grey right now on the ground. But the thing is though, the X-Men were able to find her after she just killed 2 men in a helicopter. Now the thing is though, when they get up close to her, Jean Grey starts to freak out because she can read everybody's mind right now, because almost every single X-Men is kind of like, yo, she just killed people. She killed 2 people. We don't kill. I mean, Wolverine kills, but we don't kill. And so every X-Men is thinking that right now about Jean Grey. But the thing is though, Jean Grey is like, listen, I can hear your thoughts. Just stop thinking about me killing. Now you do have Xavier contact Cyclops. He's kind of like, get her back to the X-Mansion now. And so you have Cyclops give Jean Grey over to Nightcrawler, and he teleports right over to Xavier. Now, the thing is though, you do have Cyclops ask Wolverine, do you want to go after them? Because they did try to attack us at our home, and that is not okay. So if you're down to go after them, I'm down, and the rest of the X-Men is also down. Let's go get them. And Wolverine says, okay. Now, we do jump over to this random location, this random warehouse, and we do pick up with the same girl who's been after Wolverine this whole time. And the thing is though, we see her right now talking to somebody on a computer screen. Now the thing is though guys, we can't see his face. But the thing is though, this man says, listen, we are no longer going to help you guys out anymore. We are pulling the plug because we got multiple reports of you going around New York shooting up multiple places, we can no longer fund you anymore, because thanks to you, sooner or later, somebody's gonna trace the money back to us, and we can't have that. You had one mission, and that mission was to get Weapon X back for us, and you failed. So we can no longer fund you anymore. Matter of fact, we have officially already pulled the plug. Goodbye. And that person hangs the phone up. Now, she's mad. She's really ticked off. But the thing is though, she can't even worry about that. Sorry, I can't talk again. She can't even worry about that at all, because the next thing you know, the X-Men pop up right behind her through the front door. They're all like, hey, we're here. The thing is though, before the X-Men are able to grab her, she kills every single one of her men. Every single one of them. And then she shoots herself in the head, because she does not want to give Wolverine any kind of information at all, because she hates Wolverine so much that she rather kill herself and her own men before Wolverine and the X-Men are able to gather some kind of information about why they were after him and who was they paid for. And so she killed every single one of her men. Now, before the X-Men are able to leave, out of nowhere, a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents appear around the building. And out of nowhere, one man walks into the building. And this man, guys, is Dun-Dun Dugan. This is our first appearance of Ultimate Universe Dun-Dun Dugan. And he says, "What's up, X-Men? Listen, I am now the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. when it comes to mutants. I'm part of the mutant department of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm the leader of that department. And the thing is though, Nick Fury told me that he told your teacher to make sure you guys do not get in our way. Well, you did, and they all died because of you. We were this close on getting them, because we come to find out that somebody, or actually multiple people in the government right now, is trying to do crazy things to make sure all mutants are arrested and pushed away out of America. So we have evil people in our government right now trying to kill off mutants. And so you have Dun-Dun Dugan say, but thanks to you guys moving in on this girl as a bunch of crazy kids and had her kill herself and her soldiers, we'll never figure out who paid them to go after Wolverine. And so you have Dun-Dun Dugan leave the building, and he says, listen, I do not want to run into you guys ever again. But when Nick Fury says, stay out of our way, we literally mean stay out of our way. And guys, that wraps up today's storyline and today's video basically. But guys, please leave me a like down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But anyways guys, I'm out of here, and I'll see you on the next comic book story. Later guys.